Students, now we are in the topic quadratic expressions. Quadratic expressions. Mathematics 2A textbook quadratic expressions. Now we are in exercise 3A concept. In previous class we have discussed examples, theory, concept and exercise 3A Roman number 1 sums also we have discussed. Now let us going to discuss about Roman number 2 third question. In previous class I said that the theory of the reciprocal equation. Now let us discuss Roman number 2 third question and 9th question and 10th question, page number 69. Page 69. Roman number 2 third question. Solve 2x power 4 plus x cube minus 11x square plus x plus 2 equal to 0. 2x power 4 plus x cube, 2x power 4 plus x cube minus 11x square plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the general reciprocal equation. We should solve the general reciprocal equation in the method that dividing by x square both sides. Divide by x square both sides. I said the pro forma in previous class. This is 2x square plus x minus 11 plus 1 by x plus 2 by x square equal to 0. That implies we can take common 2 for first term and last term. We can write this one as 2 into x square plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 by x minus 11 equal to 0. Now you can write this x square plus 1 by x square as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 plus x plus 1 by x minus 11 is equal to 0. Now put x plus 1 by x is equal to y. That implies this becomes 2 into y square minus 2 plus y minus 11 equal to 0. By multiplication this one we can write 2y square plus y minus 15 equal to 0. Since 2 15s are 30, depends upon the factorization or splitting the middle term concept, we can write this one 2y square plus 6y minus 5y minus 15 equal to 0. 2y taken common, it becomes y plus 3 minus 5 taken common, within the brackets it is y plus 3, and that implies we can write 2y minus 5 into y plus 3 equal to 0. Here two cases will be arise that y is equal to 5 by 2 and y is equal to minus 3. That implies what is y? What we thought as y? Y is x plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x equal to 5 by 2. You can write this one 2x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. Splitting the middle term concept. Splitting the middle term concept, we can write 2x square minus 4x minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. 2x taken common, this is x minus 2 and here minus 1 taken common, x minus 2 equal to 0. So here you can write 2x is equal to 1 comma x is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to 1 by 2. X is equal to 1 by 2 comma x is equal to 2. Whenever the equation is in the form of reciprocal equation, then you should get the roots are in reciprocal manner, like that alpha 1 by alpha, beta 1 by beta, gamma 1 by gamma in that model. So x equal to 1 by 2 and x is equal to 2 are the reciprocal roots. Here in this case also you should write here x plus 1 by x is equal to minus 3. Later we can write here x square plus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Because there is no splitting the middle term, there is no factor for this one. We can write here according to formula minus b plus r minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Therefore x is equal to minus 3 plus r minus root 5 by 2. Hence at last we should write, hence roots are first one 2 comma 1 by 2 comma minus 3 plus root 5 by 2, minus 3 plus root 5 by 2 and minus 3 minus root 5 whole by 2. The roots are 2 comma 1 by 2 comma minus 3 plus root 5 by 2 and minus 3 minus 1 by root 5. Minus 3 minus root 5 whole by 2. These are the roots of the given reciprocal equation. Now Roman number 2, third question completed. Let us going to discuss about ninth question. Ninth one, solve x square plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x square minus 5 into x plus 1 by x minus 5 into x plus 1 by x plus 6 is equal to 0, where x not equal to 0, that is the condition, because if x equal to 0, this is 0 plus 1 by 0 becomes infinity model. So the roots are not defined, so x should not be equal to 0. Given equation you can write as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 minus 5 into x plus 1 by x plus 6 is equal to 0. Put x plus 1 by x is equal to y. That implies we can write this is y square minus 2 5y plus 6 equal to 0. Next step we can write y square minus 5y plus 4 equal to 0. That implies y square minus 4y minus y plus 4 equal to 0. Y taken common, it becomes y minus 4. Minus 1 taken common, it becomes minus 4 equal to 0. So here we can write y equal to 1 comma y equal to 4. Two cases arises. Case 1 we can write. Case 1 y is equal to 1. That implies we thought y meaning x plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x equal to 1. So we can write this one as x square minus x plus 1 equal to 0. This is omega square model. If you know complex number you can say easily. Of course we did not discuss the chapter, that is why you can write this one as minus b plus r minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a concept. So x is equal to minus 1 plus r minus root 3 you should write. Minus root 3 by 2. Whenever minus root 3 is there, you can understand this one as root 3 into minus 1. Minus 1 becomes I square. You can learn in complex number chapter. So x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus, you can write I root 3 by 2. This is I root 3 by 2. This is case 1. Next case 2. Case 2 is y is equal to 4. That implies y meaning x plus 1 by x is equal to 4. That implies x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. For this equation also we have no proper factors. So you can take this one as the formula minus b plus r minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So x is equal to 4 plus r minus 2 root 3 by 2. 16 minus 4 becomes 12. Divide with 2, it becomes 2 plus r minus root 3. Hence roots are minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2, comma minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. These are reciprocal, and 2 plus root 3 comma 2 minus root 3. If we can understand using the discriminant property or the nature of roots, if we calculate this one, delta for this one, you can get this is b square minus 4ac concept, 16 minus 1, 15. Whenever the roots are rational or whenever the roots are irrational, if it is not a perfect square, delta greater than 0 and it is not perfect square, then the roots are conjugate surds, 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. Here you can understand these are conjugate surd. Surd means the form a plus root b and a minus root b. Here you can understand this one. If we calculate delta for this one, x square minus x plus 1 equal to 0, d square minus 4ac concept, 1 minus 4 minus 3. So delta less than 0. If the a, b, c are rational or real, you can understand that if delta less than 0, then the roots are always imaginary or conjugate complex numbers. Here minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 and minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2 are conjugate complex numbers. Conjugate means if it is plus, it is minus. A plus root b, a minus root b are said to be conjugate surds, and a plus ib and a minus ib are said to be conjugate complex numbers. Now last sum for this exercise. Find the quadratic equation. 10th question. Find the quadratic equation for which sum of roots is 7. Sum of roots equal to 7 and sum of squares of roots. Sum of roots is 7 and sum of squares is equal to 25. Sum of squares of roots. Sum of squares of roots equal to 25. So given condition, is that sum of roots is equal to alpha plus beta, that is equal to 7. Next, sum of squares of roots is equal to alpha square plus beta square is 25. You can write this one as the formula alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. That implies alpha plus beta whole square, you can write 7 square minus 2 alpha beta is equal to 25. So here you can understand 45 minus 25 is equal to 2 alpha beta. Therefore alpha beta is equal to 12. Because 49 minus 25 becomes 24. 24 by 2 becomes 12. Therefore required quadratic equation. Required quadratic equation formula: x square minus x into sum of roots plus product of roots equal to 0. So x square minus x into sum of roots means 7x plus product of means this is 12. X square minus 7x plus 12 equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation. Students, maximum sums I have completed from my end in exercise 2a, exercise 3a. Whatever the sums I left, each and every sum you do in exercise. In examples, whatever I said, some sums I said directly leave the sums. If you can get the sums, if you try to get the sums. If you are not getting, simply leave it, no problem. Now let us going to discuss about next concept. It depends upon exercise 3b. Depends upon exercise 3b concept. Let us discuss about theorem. Put here theorem 1. Theorem 1 is a necessary and a sufficient condition. A necessary and a sufficient condition that the two quadratic equations, a necessary and sufficient condition that the two quadratic equations a1x square plus b1x plus c1 equal to 0, comma a2x square plus b2x plus c2 equal to 0 have a common root. Have a common root is, this is the formula, C1A2 minus C2A1 whole square. You should remember the formula also for objective and IP also. C1A2 minus C2A1 whole square is equal to A1B2 minus A2B1. A1B2 minus A2B1 into B1C2 minus B2C1. A necessary and sufficient condition for that the quadratic equation a1x square plus b1x plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x square plus b2x plus c2 equal to 0 have a common root that c1a2 minus c2a1 whole square equal to a1b2 minus a2b1 into a2b1 b1c2 minus b2c1. Proof. Let alpha be the common root of, let alpha be the common root of two quadratic equations. Alpha be the common root of two quadratic equations a1x square plus b1x plus c1 equal to 0, comma a2x square plus b2x plus c2 equal to 0. That implies we can write a1 alpha square plus b1 alpha plus c1 equal to 0, comma a2 alpha square plus b2 alpha plus c2 equal to 0. Now I am writing solving these equations. Solving these two equations. Let us solve by using YCX method. Here you can write B1. Next here it is C1. Next A1. Next B1. In the same concept, this is B2, this is C2, this is A2, this is B2. This is for alpha square. This is for alpha and this is for 1. You can write this is alpha square by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to alpha by c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. That implies, next step we can write alpha square by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, comma alpha by c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. That implies we can write by cross multiplication alpha square is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, comma alpha is equal to c1 a2 minus c2 a1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Try to understand that this is alpha square and this is alpha. That implies by taking squaring both sides for this one and equate these two, we may get a condition that b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1 is equal to, take square for this. You can write here c1 a2 minus c2 a1 total whole square by a1 b2 minus a2 b1 full whole square. This a1 b2 will be getting cancelled in square terms and cross multiplication like this. Therefore, we can get the common root concept. c1 a2 minus c2 a1 whole square. c1 a2 minus c2 a1 whole square is equal to a1 b2 minus a2 b1. a1 b2 minus a2 b1 into b1 c2 minus b2 c1. This is the theorem. c1 a2 minus c2 a1 whole square is equal to a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This is the common root. There is no question of case 2, there is no necessary. Simply remember the formula. Theorem is also not at all important. The common root, whenever I ask a common root, whenever the common root question will be asking object or IPE, you should remember the formula as c1 a2 minus c2 a1 whole square equal to a1 b2 minus a2 b1 into b1 c2 minus b2 c1. However I am pronouncing in the similar way while observing the video, you should also pronounce. While writing the notes, you pronounce the word and 2 or 3 times you pronounce the word and write. Then only you might have remember. You should remember this formula, student. This is most IMP formula. You should remember this one as a formula. Okay, let us discuss about next theorem, next case. Let us going to discuss about an example, page number 71, depends upon the common root concept. Common root is different from identical equation. Students, yesterday in previous yesterday class, day before yesterday class, I said that if two quadratic equations are identical, then a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2, like that I said. The identical is different from common. Common means only having one root. Example 3 like that. Identical means x square plus 2x plus 3, 2x square plus 4x plus 6, like that. The coefficients will be in the proportionate manner. Here this is not proportionate manner. This is entirely different from identical concept. Example 1, page number 71. Example 1, page number 71. If x square plus 4ax plus 3. If x square plus 4ax plus 3 equal to 0, comma 2x square plus 3ax minus 9 equal to 0. 2x square plus 3ax minus 9 equal to 0. Have a common root. Find the values of a and common roots also. Have a common root. Have a common root. Find a. Also common root. Common root. Let us write a given quadratic equation. Given Q is x square plus 4ax plus 3 is equal to 0. If this is objective, we can verify using options. Comma 2x square plus 3ax minus 9 equal to 0. Depends upon the theorem whatever I said now. You can write the values a1 equal to 1, b1 equal to 4a and c1 equal to 3. a2 equal to 2, b2 equal to 3a and c2 is equal to minus 9. Now condition of common root. Condition of common root. Formula just we have learnt C1A2 minus C2A1 whole square. C1A2 minus C2A1 whole square is equal to A1B2 minus A2B1 into B1C2 minus B2C1. B1C2 minus B2C1. Put this is in a box and apply the values, whatever the values I had written. C1A2. So here you can understand 3 into 2. Minus C2A1. Minus of minus becomes 9 into A1 means 1 total whole square is equal to, this is 1 simply, A1 B2. 1 into B2 means 3a and A2 means 2 into B1 means 1 into, here B1 C2, B1 value 4a into C2 means minus 9 minus B2, B2 means 3a into C1 means 3. That implies this is 3 to the 6 plus 9, 15. 15 whole square is 225. This is 3a minus 2. See a1 b2. a1 1 into b2 means 3a minus a2 b1. b1 means 4a. 3a minus 8a becomes minus 5a. Into here 4 into 9 36. Minus 36 and minus 9. Minus 36 into minus 36 minus 9 becomes minus 45a. 45 minus and minus becomes plus and this is 1. Therefore we have a square is equal to 1. You can understand here a is equal to plus or minus 1. He is asking common root also. Now a we got as plus or minus 1. Let the given equation, this is 1 and this is 2. Now we can write from 1. From 1 x square plus or minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. That implies taking x square plus 4x plus 3 equal to 0. Whenever x square plus 4x plus 3 equal to 0, we can write here x plus 1 into x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1 comma x is equal to minus 3. If you put here by a is equal to plus 1 I am taking, from 2 I am writing. from 2, take a is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1 you take. So you can write this one 2x square. Let us write this one as 2x square plus 3x minus 9. If you put x is equal to 1 here, 2 plus a is equal to 1 plus 1, 2x square plus 3x, 2x square plus 3x minus 1, 2 plus 3 minus 9 is not possible. So x is equal to minus 1 is not correct. Put x is equal to minus 3, 2 into 3 whole square, it is 18, plus 3 into 1 into 3, 3 into minus 3. So this is minus 3 minus 9 equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 3 is a common root. You can write. Minus 3 is the common root and a is equal to plus or minus 1. Now let us discuss another theorem. Another theorem, important theorem is there. Depends upon the quadratic expression. This theorem is always useful in each and every concept. Algebra, there is no question of algebra, trigonometry, calculus and Rolle's theorem like that. Everywhere this theorem is used. Most IMP theorem, I mean the theorem is important for IT 4 marks and also the concept is important. Most IMP concept. Most IMP theorem. Let ABC belongs to R. Let A comma B comma C belongs to R. A not equal to 0. The roots of a quadratic equation. The roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 with real or non-real complex numbers. Or non-real complex numbers. Or non-real complex numbers if and only if. Non-real complex numbers if and only if ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 comma ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign. Ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign for all x belongs to R. This is the most IMP concept. For all x belongs to R. So for everywhere or for every real number, I discussed with you in 1B geometry or in 1B objective. Plenty of times I discussed in video classes and in WhatsApp also. This is most important theorem. While I said those theorems and sums, plenty of times I said that you will be learning in quadratic expressions. Theorem is there, most IMP theorem is. I will say the proof, I will say the proof later. Like that, plenty of times I discussed with you. Now I want to discuss with you the proof of this theorem, which is IMP. Let ABC belongs to R. Here proof. Quadratic equation. You can write here. Ax square plus bx plus c. Here he is asking if and only if condition. So case 1 to case 2. If here that meaning is the roots of a QE ax plus bx plus c equal to 0 are non-real complex number, then ax plus bx plus c and a have same sign. If ax plus bx plus c and a have same sign, then roots are complex numbers. Let us consider here. Case 1 we can write. Roots are non-real complex numbers. This is case 1. Roots of QE. Roots of this QE are non-real complex numbers. That meaning delta less than 0, that meaning b square minus 4ac less than 0 are imaginary roots. Non-real complex numbers. Non-real complex numbers. That is delta less than 0. That meaning b square minus 4ac less than 0. That meaning you can write 4ac minus b square greater than 0, put here 1, this will be useful later. 4ac minus b square greater than 0. Now, you can write QE, quadratic equation, as ax square plus bx plus c is equal to, a you can take common, x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. That is equal to, in next step you can write x square in plus 2 into b by 2a into x plus c by a. That implies divide with a both sides. It becomes ax square plus bx plus c by a. You can write as x square plus 2 into b by 2a into x plus b by 2a whole square. What is happening here means adding and subtracting b by 2a whole square plus c by a minus b by 2a whole square. Put like this a bracket. Put like this. Try to understand the formula. This is x plus, here you write this one simply, ax square plus bx plus c by a is equal to, this is of the form a plus b whole square concept. So x plus b by 2a whole square you can write this one. By taking LCM, here it becomes 4a square. So this will be divided 4ac minus b square like this. Now we can understand this equation that this is a square. We know that, I am writing, we know that every square is greater than or equal to 0. Every square greater than or equal to 0, comma, from 1 I am writing, every square greater than or equal to 0 is there. From 1 we can say 4ac minus b square greater than 0. So it is positive. Whenever it is positive, positive plus minimum value 0 becomes positive. Of course, if it is any square, every square is positive. Positive plus positive becomes positive. That implies you can understand now ax square plus bx plus c by a is positive, you write, because this is positive plus positive concept. Now you can understand ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c by a greater than 0. Simply greater than 0 I am writing. This is greater than 0. So you can understand ax square plus bx plus c by a is equal to positive by positive. Students, positive by positive becomes positive, or negative by negative. Negative by negative also positive. Hence, you can write ax square plus bx plus c and a have same sign, and a have same sign. Here, when the meaning is when delta less than 0 for all x belongs to R. Because delta less than for all x belongs to R, there is no question of any other real value. 100% it is positive or negative we got. Therefore, it is true for every real number. That meaning is whenever delta less than 0 for all x belongs to R, this is true. Now, let us discuss about case 2. What is case 2? Here he is asking that case 2, whenever it is delta less than 0 for all positive, we have proved ax square plus bx plus c and we have same sign. Now we should prove in reverse model. Case 2. Suppose ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign. Ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign. Now we should prove that delta less than 0 concept. We have to prove that delta less than 0. That too for all x belongs to R. Therefore, we can write using this one ax square plus bx plus c by a is equal to, depends upon this one, we can write this step. X plus b by 2a whole square. X plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a square. This we write. 4ac plus b square by 4a square. We have ax square plus bx plus c and a have same sign. That meaning ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0. That implies we can understand that the sum of two squares here, x plus b by 2a whole square, this is for another, don't get confused here. X plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a square all greater than 0. Since we know that every square greater than or equal to 0, here there is a chance to get here minus b by 2a also. If you put minus b by 2a, it becomes 0. If it is 0, we know that the total answer is greater than 0, that is positive. Therefore, you should understand this 100% this is positive. Then otherwise that implies you can understand 4ac minus b square by 4a square is 100% greater than 0. Of course, denominator is a square. Denominator should not equal to 0. That concept we know. Of course, a not equal to 0 for a quadratic equation. Don't forget, don't confuse about denominator. It is absolutely positive. So for numerator, you can write 4ac minus b square greater than 0. Whenever 4ac minus b square greater than 0 you are writing, you can write next b square minus 4ac less than 0. So whenever b square minus c less than 0, delta less than 0. That is case 2. Hence the theorem is proved. Hence the theorem is proved. It is called if and only if condition or necessary and sufficient condition. If ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign, then when delta less than 0 for all x belongs to R, it is a necessary condition, and a sufficient condition is that if ax square plus bx plus c and a have same sign, then roots are non-real complex numbers. That meaning delta less than 0. Whenever delta less than 0, then roots are non-real complex numbers. Okay, we can write a small point, that is note, depends upon this theorem. Corollary we can write. He given the textbook as a theorem only. A, B, C belongs to R, A not equal to 0. If the equation has equal roots, then x square plus bx plus c and a have the same sign for all real except x is equal to minus b by 2a. Corollary theorem, he given as x is equal to minus b by 2a. Theorem 3.2.2. I am writing corollary. Statement you write, students. ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign. Ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign. Ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign for all real x. For all x belongs to R, x of x is equal to minus b by 2a. QE have equal roots. This is the concept. Quadratic equation have equal roots. Simple proof depends upon the previous concept. You can say here ax square plus bx plus c by a. Ax square plus bx plus c by a. We can write depends upon previous theorem as x plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a. What he is asking, the quadratic equation having equal roots. Whenever ax plus bx plus c comma a have same sign, for all x belongs to R, x of x is equal to minus b by 2a. If I am writing here, if x is equal to minus b by 2a, you can understand here ax square plus bx plus c by a. If case I am writing ax square plus bx plus c by 2a is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. 4ac minus b square by 4a. So he is discussing as with equal roots concept. So whenever it is having equal roots, when if I am writing, if QE has equal roots, if QE has equal roots, that meaning delta equal to 0 and that meaning b square minus 4ac equal to 0, that implies 4ac minus b square equal to 0. That implies you can write ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. You can put here, if you write 4ac minus b square equal to 0, there is no use. Simply a quadratic equation, we got simply quadratic equation, there is no characteristic. That is why you should write AQE. Therefore, the condition AQE ax square plus bx plus c comma whatever the theorem is there, you can write. If the equation has equal roots, then ax square plus bx plus c and this one has having same sign, because AQE ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign. That meaning is ax square plus bx plus c by a should be greater than 0. Should be greater than 0. That implies we had written this equation in previous sum as x plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a. Observe this thing, ax plus bx plus c by a, whenever it is greater than 0, not simply equal to 0. Whenever it is greater than 0, right side also you should get the greater than 0 concept. If you write now, if delta is equal to 0, delta is equal to 0 means having equal roots. Having equal roots. I mean the quadratic equation having equal roots, that is 4ac minus b square becomes 0, or you can write b square minus 4ac becomes 0. So you can understand here x plus b by 2a whole square plus 0. So what is happening? You can write x plus b by 2a whole square. We know that every square greater than or equal to 0, but here you should not use the word greater than or equal to, because whenever is equal to 0 you can raise the same question. Every square greater than 0. Therefore, or hence, if roots are equal, if roots are equal of QE, then because this should be greater than 0. Then you can say properly that then ax square plus bx plus c comma a have same sign. Ax square plus bx plus c and a have same sign. That too when, students, when you should write when x not equal to minus b by 2a. If x is equal to minus b by 2a, what will happen? Minus b by 2a plus b by 2a will be getting cancelled, it becomes 0. Whenever it becomes 0, you will be getting a square plus b plus c equal to 0. There is no use of simply quadratic equation. So, a theorem we have discussed, most important theorem. Two theorems we have discussed and corollary also we have discussed. Okay, students, let us going to discuss another theorem is there that too important, depends upon signs. SI, and signs of the quadratic equation concept is there, depends on that signs we can discuss in next class later, and some graphical methods also there. In next class we can continue.